Good morning, everybody. We're at White Sands today. It's freezing cold, at 2 degrees. There's not a car coming behind me, that's okay. And yeah, we're out for a paddle. Winter, White Sands, it's the best place for me. I don't have much time today, I've only got 2 hours on the water. Probably by the time I get actually on the water in an hour and a half. You can hear a car somewhere. So yeah, good morning, welcome to the channel. Let's get for a paddle. It's sunrise. I'm about half an hour later than I want it to be, but that's okay. It's taking me a bit longer than I thought to get at the house, but we'll see how we get on. Right, good morning. Oh, look at that. I don't know how well that comes out on the GoPro, but there's a nice reflection of the Barnes Nest Lighthouse. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning. Totally flat. Until we go out past the reef, and then it'll get a bit bumpy, but in the bay just now, absolute mill pond. Right. Try this one on. So, don't have a knife with me today, so all my fish are going to be catch and release. I forgot to pick up a knife, which was a bit stupid. Oh, you know my rules, I like to carry a knife with me, but don't know why mine's, unless it's in the pouch, mine seems to be missing. It wasn't with all my other stuff. It's a bit odd. We'll get this in here. Right. That's strapped up. Let's get going. Start recording. So there's a load of birds kind of working over here. I'm not sure what they're working on because it's 6-degree water and I'm on a little like pump track. It's bumpy. It's not anything major to be worried about. It's just a really short period on these waves. It's about the forecast, well, it's forecast though, so that's okay. We're in 6 meters of water. I could see the bottom a few minutes ago. I can't now. I was in about 4 meters and I could see the bottom. So, we're doing pretty well. Let's just paddle up here, see what these birds are working on, see if we can't catch something. I do have some squid jigs with me, but I don't think I'm going to try for squid today. I've tried that the last 2 weeks and it's been a bit hopeless. We'll just see how we go. I said in my last video, I maybe didn't say it on camera, but I wanted to bring my pedals forward. But I'm on such a tight schedule today, I just haven't had time to do it. I need to sit in the garden, I think, and mess about with my pedals. I've got some family stuff on this afternoon, so have to go and be sociable, I think is the word. I'd much rather be out here on my kayak though. It's gorgeous. Let's see what's going on underneath us now. There's loads of little stuff underneath us. No idea what it is. Whatever these birds are working on. I imagine it's sand eel, especially given the bird flu situation. There's been a lot more sand eel, but I don't know. It's definitely too early in the year for sort of big wealths of sand eel. I guess it could be something else. Could be squid. I mean, I'm optimistic. It's probably just sand eel. It's definitely early in the year for sand eel. There's definitely something underneath me. Let's have a wee drop. We're only in 6 meters. So it's much shallower than we would normally have fish here. This will also give us an idea to see what the drift's doing. That's me on the bottom already, is it? Oh, I've got a tip wrap. What is it with me and tip wraps? Gee whiz. Right. Get that up. Right. tide's ripping pretty fast actually. That's me on the bottom now. 6 meters, that's me snagged. Why am I not surprised? Oh, come on already. You have to be joking. First drop, and I'm snagged. There we go. It's just on kelp, I could feel that. Right, that's me up off the bottom now. Just trying to work out which way I'm drifting. I think I might head out a bit deeper here. See if I can go and find my marks. There's something black over there that looks like either a seal or someone else's buoy, an abnormal buoy, one that's not normally around here. So I might go and paddle over there and have a look. Cool. Go and have a look. Which way was the drift going? Can't tell right now. So according to Navionics, maybe try and put this up here, I don't know if it'll come across. Over here, where I'm pointing on the screen, hopefully this is working, that's where I like to fish. And I'm on the shelf line that I like to fish just now, but I need to go that way. Cool. So I'll close that out and I'll put back on the sounder app. Just that way I can see what the structure's doing live. I need to paddle over here, which is probably good for you guys, because it means that you don't have to worry about the sun being in your eyes. Oh, what a morning. I could not catch any fish and be happy today. What a lovely day to be out. There is a boat picking up his pots, and I'm not sure which pots are his. Now obviously I said there's some pots I don't recognise in front of me here, but there's also some flagged pots. Now they're either the red boat that was behind me somewhere, which I now can't see, or this boat that's up in front. But that boat up in front looks like it's trawling for prawns. Doesn't look like it's... See if we can get this working. I'm not entirely sure why this isn't working right now. Okay, scrap that plan. It's going to be a Navionics day. We're on the shelf, so we just need to get a bit further out. I'll try and fix the sounder app in a second. There we go. Okay, I've got myself roughly where I want it to be. I'd like a couple more paces, then we'll spin round, I think. So the light's not in your eyes on camera. Let's have a drop, I think. We'll start having a drop here. Turn right around. And with the stuff. I'm not in very many pot lines. I don't know what this guy's doing in front of me. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Of course, now the front camera will be in the sun. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I want to be positioned so I can see this boat. As I said in the last video, he's working. I'm not. I'm having fun. Yes, they should keep out of our way. Technically, by the watering rules, we're under human power, he's under engine power. But as I said, when the boats are working, I'm much more of a fan of just playing it fair. So we've got the low-key jig on today on the conflict jigging rod. Got some feathers in case I see any interesting bait marks. I didn't really want to put feathers on. I was going to put on a wee a wee wiggly plastic, but I haven't done it yet. I might stick a plastic on as we go over our drifts. I just wanted to get out because I'm, like I said, on a schedule today. I've only got an hour's fishing on the reef. My hour is starting now-ish, fishing on the reef. So in an hour I need to start thinking about paddling in. So hopefully we can just smash out a fish in an hour, maybe not. I think it took 3 hours to catch the first fish last week, but that's okay. Just need to make sure I'm in the structure and not in the gully and not just randomly drifting. So we'll just keep an eye on that as we go. Oh, felt like going up. Might have just been the rod bouncing off that. Is front camera on? Okay, so my drift's not quite taking me where I thought it would. I think I need to paddle this way by a little bit. That'll probably tell me if I press the root. Yeah, cancel. Stop. Let's go for a little paddle because I'm not quite where I want to be. The thing I have to remember is that the drift is taking me laterally from the beach. So whenever I paddle to, I need to be in a bit so I drift over. I thought I had auto lock disabled. I literally did that last night. Let me know if you see that seal. I think I'm going to miss my drift here. Let's go forwards a bit more. So we should hit it here on the drift, hopefully. Just go forward a little bit further. Yeah, we're definitely playing the dodgy sounder game today. And it will be because I'm using avionics at the same time. They do not share power. Right, let's try that. According to this, we're in 13 meters of water. Let's have a wee drop. Oh. Yeah, I know, because I'm using avionics and fish deeper. I know, you don't like it. I get the message. I guess the issue with using Navionics is because this gives me the live bottom, and that's what I use this for, is to see the structure on the bottom. The issue then with using Navionics is very much that because this cuts out, I don't know what I've paddled over, so I can't go back and look at something interesting. I see ya. Hello. Yup. No fishies here for you. He's back. She's back. I can't tell from here. I'm getting little tip wraps just as I'm dropping the rod, so I just need to watch my drop on the rod. With the drift, I could drop my weight to an 80 gram. I've got an 80 gram with me. I've actually just bought some new Sidewinder lures. I'm looking forward to them being delivered. Just these jigs, these Norse God jigs that I use. I've invested in a couple more low-keys because I really like this low-key. I like how it feels at the end of the rod. I've also got coming, oh, that definitely doesn't sound right. Feels okay. Need to maybe just keep that rod a little bit straighter. I've also got coming a Heim, which is this interesting looking lure. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be like. And I've also got coming, I'm trying to think what else I've got coming. A couple more Thor or Odin. I don't remember which one I bought. I prefer, whichever one I've bought is the one I prefer, but I don't remember which one that is right now. I had the packet in my hand when I bought it. I think it's the Thor I prefer. It might be the Odin. I don't know. I can't remember. We're in 15 meters of water. We're not really drifting at all. We're not moving at all. We're supposed to be drifting over a mark that's over a shelf that's like just here. I mean, 10 meters that way. And I'm barely moving. I thought, oh, the drift will take me out. I think it will take me out. I just think it'll take a while. Well, thanks for joining me anyway. Even if this is no fish, I might put this video up. I need you guys to comment. People who are watching this video. So I'm getting 500 people watching a video, okay? Which is good. I mean, that's interesting for me. I'm just a man. You know, I'm nobody exciting. But what I would like to know is, would you watch me just rambling nonsense? Or would you rather there was a fish? I ramble nonsense if I catch a fish, so, you know, the rambling nonsense is going to stay the same. Does there need to be a fish every session, or can I have a couple without? The algorithm doesn't like it if you don't catch a fish, mind you. Let's find out. Oh God, tip wrap. But I do talk interesting stuff, I'd like to think. I mean, it is nonsense, but it is just the ramblings of a madman. So the music styly videos that I've got, where I've just kind of cut some paddling over music from June last year, June 2 years ago now, they were all in this area here. The last couple of videos I've put up, I've actually been fishing a different spot, maybe 100 or so meters that way. Maybe 200 meters that way? How about 200 meters that way? A different shelf. So because the sounder marks were gone, I just kind of paddled about until I found something. So it's nice to have now found two different shelves to fish. We definitely must be going over something because the sea's bumped up. So something is coming. There is definitely going to be a shelf somewhere very shortly. But we know that because of the way the pressure's changed and the way the tide's hitting the shelf. I'm out of the deep gully and maybe now onto something that's a bit more changeable. Let's see if we can pull something up here. So really, you don't actually need a fish finder. If you've got someone with crab pots out and you can read the water like this, you know, knowing that it's bumping up here, so that must mean that the tide, and knowing which way the tide's running is really important to do that. You know, the tide is hitting a shelf. You actually probably don't even need you probably don't even need a fish finder. I might put the lighter jig on. I wonder if I'm really struggling to get a bit of action on this. But then I am straight up and down, and that's 100 grams, 150 grams. So if I went to 100, I wonder if that would just not give me the action I need. That's me going up the shelf now. I'm going up one side of it. I've gone from 15 to 13 meters. I don't see that seal anymore, which is slightly worrying. He was in front of me. My issue with catching a seal today is actually just the fact that, you know, I'm using a nice rod, so I don't want to risk snapping it. But also, I don't want to lose these lures. I like these lures. These Norse God jigs are brilliant. Right, we're going up 10. We're going to go up. Oh, no. Did I just snag that? I just dropped it down thinking, oh, I'll just make sure I'm on the, can feel the bottom. And I just, oh, come on. Thinking I'd just make sure I'm on the bottom. Come on. Oh, that was stupid. Come on. I can't quite get the angle to bounce this. Gonna have to pull it. Oh no. After all that chat about not wanting to lose this lure. Oh, come on. Oh man, I shouldn't have said it. I knew I was making a mistake dropping that down. Oh, Jesus. I'm tired, so I'm trying to get my bloody lure out. Come on. Pull it out by hand. Let's just try and. Yes. Now I've got it wrapped around my hands. If I can unwrap it from my hands, I've got it out. Yes. Just make sure I've not bent my hooks. I can only really do that if you've got gloves on. I don't know how well, I don't know if you were able to see that, what I did on the camera. Probably not, because I probably had my hand over the... That's all right. I probably had my hand over the camera at the front, but I just got the line, turned it over in my glove and just bounced it out. That was the seal. I just don't know where it is. Oh, it's in front of me. It's okay. Right. What am I doing here? I've either missed my mark or I'm not there yet. I think I've not hit it on the drift. So I think I'm going to paddle again because this drift's much slower than I thought. And I'm going to hit the shelf. I don't know if you can see that behind. Oh, and I'm on the shelf. I'm just not quite... Yeah, I'm just going to paddle up that way and see if I can find. There's a... I can see a current line which indicates the edge of the shelf. I'm going to go see if I can find that because I'm not quite in the right place. I don't think here. I think I know roughly where I'm paddling to, looking at the ground, so I think we'll just... I'm going to risk turning off navionics. Ow. And then you have to watch, if you're doing that, bouncing the lure out, is I caught on my actual skin. And I've cut my finger a little bit with the skin. I thought I had it on the glove, and it slipped off my glove and gone into my finger. It'll be all right. Give that a clean when I get home. It doesn't actually look like it's broken the skin. so it'll clean up when I get home. Just paddle this way just a little bit, see if I can get on this. See if I can actually get on this shelf. I'm not quite in it. But like I said, there are 2 boats fishing, but I think I'm now actually in between all the pots. Should be okay. Still mapping at about 15 meters. Just need to find the shelf. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, here we go. 15, 13, 12. Oh, and my marks have loaded in. My marks have loaded in on the actual app. Life is good. Why is that not running? Have I got a tip wrap? No. Marks have loaded up on the sounder for the first time in months. I've actually managed to load up the marks. Oh no, what's going on here? Have I got a tip? I must have a tip wrap. There's something wrong. No. Thinking about trying to bounce that lure out. It's damaged my wheel, I think. Okay. Now we're cooking once again. The marks are back on the sounder, which is pretty awesome. So actually I can now see where I need to be for fishing. I don't know why they weren't working, but I fiddled about with it last night and I just pressed loads of buttons. Now this boy with his trawler, he looks pretty big and I'm not entirely sure where he's going. His wake is going to cause me bother. I need to pull this up. His wake is definitely going to cause me problems. Let's just pull forwards. That is a big boat. I'm entirely sure who that even is. LH46. Right, let's watch his wake. Let's just get myself there. His wake face on. All right, sir. Wait for this wake to come through. Here it comes. Oh. Ugh. Right. That's it through that. Let's go in. Ah! That was unpleasant. Well, they've just gunned up, so they were being nice. They'd slowed down to let us through, so that's nice of them. They had, and it was fine, but I just don't like it. Personal rather than a problem. Which buoys are they going for? They were going for that solid one that I didn't recognise. That makes sense. That's not a buoy that I recognise out on this reef. So the area I want to fish is still another 10 or 15 metres in front of me. I still not. So hopefully it's just trailing. Is that recording? Yeah. Seal that over. Spin that back round. Okay. Check where we are on the map. Do I go out a bit further or do I fish here? I've got 20... It's half an hour before I need to paddle in. tempted to just do the extra 5 minutes of paddling. Pedal out a bit better. I don't know where these two boats are going. Oh, there's boats everywhere. Let's just fish here a minute. So that one's going for that pot there. So we'll stay out his way. These guys on the left are looking at these pots with flags on them. I'm sure that's their pots. We'll just sit here. Hopefully the lifeboat's just training and isn't actually out on a shout. I reckon if I had a bit longer today, I could definitely pull the fish out today. Just the conditions are just gorgeous. Theoretically, I've only got about 25, probably 20 minutes of fishing time left. Yeah, they're shooting. I think once it's clear that they've shot, I'll move. And I'll come down and just head in a bit. Try not to get myself caught up in any of this traffic. I think that's them. Oh no, they're speeding up. It's probably them. To make it really clear what I'm doing, if they're going to pick up the pots that are over here on the left. It's not quite finished shooting, must be pretty close. That's his boy out. Get out of his way. Yeah, so you won't be able to see it on the GoPro, I don't think, but there's now a fish picking up. There's now a pot picking up those. A boat picking up those pots that we were next to a minute ago, which is why we came over here. Clear his road. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm alright. I'm on the water.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you were still okay to come and find me.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll drive along. Oh, fish on! Fish on!
I love you.
Bye! Oh, chatting away to my sister about the plan, and we get a fish. Not gonna lie, it's one of the reasons why I phoned her. This feels a bit scatty. I'm gonna say it's a coal fish, but there's always a risk when you call it. Oh, it's under the boat. It is. Oh, it's a small cod. A little codling. Look at that. A lovely wee chap. Come here. This lure, these lures, these slow jigs are just brilliant, eh? Right, I'll just unhook him. There we go. Stay still. Nice little guy. And away he goes. Oh, nice. And there's the blank off. I was sorting out with my sister what I was doing with the van, because as I said in a couple of videos, anyone who's local will know what I'm talking about. Basically, East Lothian Council stop high vehicles parking in their car parks, and yeah, I drive a high vehicle, so I have to do this crazy parking system. And this is the second last weekend of me not being able to shift the kayak onto the roof myself. Next weekend, I don't know what the weather's like, I might try and get out. The weekend after that, I'll have a Kayak high loader. And if you don't know what one is, I'll maybe put a link in the description. I probably will forget. But they are absolutely brilliant pieces of kit if you are like me and have a high roof van and a heavy kayak. So I can load it on sideways on the side, and then I can flick it up. It means that I don't have to have a help getting it up onto the roof. Well, I'm pleased about that. That was a good fish. It's a nice little fish. I think my fishing channel, the air I'm going for is like cricket, where the cricket interrupts the chat. And I think that feels like that's what my channel is at the moment. I'm always talking about something nonsense when the fish hit the rod. Well, that was good. I'm pleased with that. Let's see if I can. Kind of don't want to move, but I also do want to move. I mean, because I was on the phone, I have no idea what ground we were going over. So guys, that'll be the end of this session, I think. This will be the end. This will be the end of the session here. We've caught one fish. We've had a few more drops. That's where we were fishing, just over there, but this boat is reshooting his pots, so it's only right that we got out of his way. There's a huge amount of bait on the sounder underneath me. Let's just drop this down. While we're chatting, my sister's on her way to pick me up, to give me a hand with the kayak onto the roof of my van. As I said, this is it. We've got 2 more weekends of this, and then my Kayak high loader comes. But you can see we just stay out of their way while they're fishing. It's gorgeous! It's lovely. Just trying to stay out of their way, that was the key. Just trying to stay out of their way. But that's them there, shooting their pots back out. I don't think we've been in their way. Certainly tried really hard not to be. Whatever school of bait we're going over, we can't pick up. So that's going to be the end of this session. Thank you very much for watching. Give me a like and a subscribe underneath if you enjoyed it. As I said, do put a comment in about, you know, if you want to see videos where I don't catch fish, where it is just my crazy ramblings. I can ramble. You know, if you want to see my crazy ramblings, then let me know. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. As if you're watching this at night. You might be watching this in the daytime, but enjoy it, whatever time of day it is. And I'm going to go in and get home. God, there's fish underneath me and I can't catch them. I guarantee they're not squid though.